Welcome back. Let's begin by understanding the major stages of retail evolution, whether it is the early days of industry to the world that we are living, all the movement that we are currently going through. Now, if you go back to the industry context, the early days of retailing, right? Almost a few decades, retail looked very different from what we see today. Originally, the industry was primarily unorganized. There were no national chains, no supermarkets, no massive e-commerce website. Most businesses were small, family-run operation, local tailors, small neighborhood grocery stores, or the local shops. Only a few Indian brands operated on a national levels, which you might have seen or our parents has used that, which is Vimal, Raymond, Bata, and Domino's, which started slowly build the nationwide presence. But organized retail was still in its infancy. Then we saw the next phase, which is growth in the modern retailing. Things started to change dramatically during the decade of growth in the organized retail. Now here we have seen the launch of the local brands and the new retail store formats coming in. We've seen the Big Bazaar, the Pantaloons, Shopper Stop, Reliance Retail, quite a few more coming across, right? So they begin offering customer a more structured, consistent, and high quality shopping experience. At the same time, there were global brands like Walmart or Metro Cash and Carry. They entered into the Indian space. Now, bringing with them, they bought a lot of new practices in supply chain management, marketing, store layouts, and what exactly considered as a boom into the organized retail. After that, we saw growth in the e-commerce. So this was a massive digital boom that we have seen, where the e-commerce was on the rise. Many companies like Flipkart, Snapdeal, they pioneered the shopping in India, right? Making it possible to buy products from the comfort of your home, which was not common. Soon after that, we saw many global giants like Amazon entered in the market. They bought a massive investment, technological innovations, and the fierce competition. And this was a period which we saw that the growth in the organized retail expanded, right? And the retailers expanded their online presence. And many of the players like Carrefour, Reliance, Zara, and even Starbucks adopting the e-commerce practices and the omnichannel strategies. And the way people were shopping here was changing, right? And that was the start of the mobile phone era. Then we saw the next one, which is the global players, more global players entering. So this was where the international brands recognized the potential of the Indian market and began entering into the aggressively. Many of the brands like H&M, IKEA, right, Burger King, Gap, Macro, they started setting up their shop in all the tier 1 cities, right? Either independently or through some of the joint venture, that doesn't matter. Now, international customer now had the access to truly global shopping experience, or from the vast fashion of affordable furniture to government office. Any NRI coming down to India started experiencing the same brand culture that they were using maybe out of India or maybe in Singapore or Dubai or wherever it is. Now, the Indian space or landscape was becoming one of the most dynamic and exciting at this point of time. And after that, we saw consolidation phase. In the consolidation phase, what we see a major shift. The e-commerce is emerging as a dominant force globally. Traditional brick and mortar store chains are under pressure. Many are rethinking their strategies, like closing their underperforming stores and investing heavily on the click or online channels. Then we saw a lot of consolidations. Good example could be Walmart buying, let's say Flipkart buying Myntra and Javon. then it's a multi-billion dollar deal has come through at that moment. Now, this is the time where the line between the offline and the online are completely blurring. In the future, right, we saw the future, which is going to be belong to those that integrate the online channel and offline channel well. Now, this is the evaluation from industry context. We saw the growth. We saw the growth in e-commerce. We saw major players entering into the Indian market, and then a lot of consolidation to, let's say, take the best practices and capture the market. Now, the question comes, what is happening right now, or what is going to happen in the next decade of retail? And that's what my next section is all about. We will explore the most important retail industry trends, from experimental stores to the hyper-personalized shopping experience, and how technologies like AI and blockchain is transforming everything. So stay tuned. Let's go and try to explore a new topic.